But here is what no one is telling you. The old playbooks are dead. Good morning and happy 2026. I'm just getting started here and already my phone is blowing up with the question, is the Austin, Texas real estate market crashing? Everyone is looking at the economic charts and they're seeing recession red flags and they're freezing. Here are 4 common charts to reference. The Sahm Rule, which is like an unemployment alarm. The yield curve, which translates what the bond market is saying. Conference Board leading economic index, and consumer sentiment chart. But here is what no one is telling you. Maybe the old playbooks are dead. We have this massive AI boom happening in our backyards, and we've never seen how this plays out in a traditional recession. Are we going to tank, or is the tech going to bolster us back up? Nobody actually knows. But I do know this. Waiting can sometimes be the most expensive mistake you can make. So grab a cup of joe, sit with me, and let's talk about what we do know. Look, I get the fear. On paper, Austin looks like it's struggling. But you have to remember, 2020 was a year of artificial demand for Austin, okay? We had looser restrictions for the pandemic. We had wide open spaces and everyone flocked here. But then after everything, went back to normal, they went back to where they came from for the most part. And so for the last 2 years, this has not been a death spiral. It's been a price correction. So we're just coming back to where we should have been had the pandemic not taken off and changed everything so drastically for Austin. If you were here in 2020, you know what I mean. Things were crazy and unsustainable. So let's talk numbers. Rates are in the 6s. They've been there for a while. And that's the national reality, but it's still below the long-term trend. Now, if you were to wait and buy something later, you could risk not getting those low prices and end up in a multiple offer situation and not get the good terms. If you buy something now with the rates at 6%, you get the exact house you want, no competition, you get the terms you want on it, and you can change your rate later. And I personally would rather marry the house, the one that I want, and date the rate. Of course, this isn't just a hard year for buyers. Sellers, I got you. Let's go for a ride and talk this through. And for my sellers, do not worry about the high inventory, although yes, historically we have the most homes on the market than we've ever had before. But here's the thing, and please hear me when I say this, it's not like we have 20 homes per buyer that they're debating on buying. It's hard to find a good home, even though we have historically more homes than ever. It doesn't feel like we do, because most of them, there's something wrong with them and it's not what the buyers are looking for. So your home might be what they're looking for. And if it's not, then you need a strong agent to help you come up with a strategy in order to bridge that gap of like, well, here's exactly what they're looking for, and here's where yours comes short. So here's how we need to compensate, or here's what we need to do to make it up to them and entice them to still want the house, even though you don't have the thing that they're gonna want. You have to understand the micro markets, the market at large. You have to understand everything. So you need a good agent to help you strategize. And if you want to sell your house in 2026, you can. You just have to be very, very smart at what you're doing. I've got a busy day ahead. I've got to get into this home here and help the sellers get it market ready. But listen, whether you're buying or selling in Austin, Texas, don't wait for the headlines to tell you what to do. Reach out to me first, and let's come up with a strategic plan to help you find your dream home or sell your home so you can get on to the next chapter. I'll see you in the next one. And if this was helpful, please subscribe and comment. Thank you.